You're right there, Hardcore Has here, and today I'm going to do a deck profile for once instead of an opening. I'm going to branch out a little bit since it's a new year, do some different shit for a change, because I'm sure like all four of my subscribers probably getting a little bit pissed off with the box openings, slash just general openings. So today I'm going to do my personal Blue Eyes White Dragon deck, and it's different from a lot of others and the same to a lot of others anyway, but it stays true to what I think a Blue Eyes White Dragon deck should be. And at the same time, that makes it a little less competitive, but it stays true to what I like, and every now and then it can be a bit of a giant killer. It's beat rulers every now and then, but if I have a matchup with Ophion and just Evil Swarm in general, I'll have a bad time. But first, since it's a Blue Eyes White Dragon deck, 3 starter deck Kyber, Blue Eyes White Dragons. Pretty much the card, the only Blue Eyes White Dragon as far as I'm concerned. And they're all pretty much mint as well. And if it's a Blue Eyes deck, you've got to run 3 Blue Eyes, otherwise that's pretty pointless. I also run 2 Darkstorm Dragon. I haven't used my super rare one for some reason, but yeah, a legal play with this is to bring it back with Call of the Haunted. It's a bit of a desperation move, but bring it back with Call of the Haunted in your opponent's end phase, normal summon it in your main phase 1, and then use its effect to send Call of the Haunted to the grave, and it kills Darkstorm. But at the same time, it kills all that back row if it's pissing you off, or you can't get past it. I got called on this at my locals actually, and the guy was like, "No, it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work." And I was like, "Why wouldn't it work? It destroys, yeah, but this affects activates and resolves." But that's a different story. I'm still a bit pissed off with that. So 2 Darkstorm. As you can tell, this is going to end up being a bit of a rank 8 spam. Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, secret rare. I'm going to stop going on about the rarities now, that doesn't really matter. Blackluster Soldier, Envoy of the Beginning. Got lights, got darks, got BLS. Now for my smaller monsters. Run 3 Alexandrite. A lot of people hate this card for some reason. I don't understand why. It's just a beat stick. And it gives me access to rank 4s. 2 Shining Angels. Get those maidens out. 1 Rescue Rabbit. Take advantage of those Alexandrites. That's if I haven't drew into them, that is. 1 Delta Flyer. Helps out with synchro plays, gives it a bit more diversity. I mean, you can use its effect to target maiden, I believe. I'm pretty certain that's legal. What else? You can use it with Blue Eyes to make Star Eater. You can use it with Alexandrite to bring out Stardust. You can use it with Alexandrite to bring out Black Rose if you need to. Galaxy Serpent, target for card of consonants. And it's also really good for Azure Eyes to make Star Eater if you basically want to try and end the game. Three White Stones. Get that Blue Eyes to your hand so you can trade it in. And obviously, Maiden with Eyes of Blue. Again at 3. And that is it for monsters. And sometimes I mix in, when I'm siding, seeing how I'm doing, usually judging them from the first game. I may side in an extra Darkstorm. I may not, just see how it goes. Running Cards of Consonants at 2. I mean, I only have 4 targets, so 3 just seemed unnecessary. I wish I put these all in order before I did this. free trading. Again, just get those cards, get those level 8s at your hand so it doesn't suffocate you. One dark hole when you need to, just re-establish some control. 2 MST, an extra in the side deck if they're playing something particularly that sets a lot. And, well, in this upcoming format, there's going to be just as much setting because there's no heavy store. 1 for 1. Ditch those level 8s. Get yourself Maiden. Possibly bring it back with Silver's Cry. Go for a first turn of Eyes and just protect yourself if you have to. Forbidden Dress. Good to use defensively in like damage step against your opponent, and good to and to save your monsters, and good for like if you're going on the attack, target Maiden, use effect like that. But again, I'm pretty certain I'm telling you things you already know. Lance is pretty much the same deal. Again, sometimes I throw in another Lance, Address. I like to see what my opponent's running a lot with this deck before I start making drastic changes to it. Silver's Cry, again, I normally run it at 3, but I'm trying to chop this deck down a little bit. Well, that's it for spells, actually. Get all these out of the way. Well, tell me what you think about my deck profiles anyway. I'll probably start doing more because it's a lot cheaper than buying like 3 boxes a month. Not all of them get onto the channel, by the way, because I'll fuck something up with the camera, or I can't be arsed, or it comes in the mail, and I'm like, I've got to just open this now, which happens more often than not, actually. Oh my god, all these cards are like back to front. Generic staple number 1, generic staple number 2, and generic staple number 3 for Invasion of Chaos. Now, Castle of Dragon Souls. Again, just brilliant card. Targets Maiden. Just food for Darkstorm. It can again you can use it in damage step. It's very, very versatile. I won't be surprised if that ends up being a card which, when the rulers come back properly, it ends up getting abused. Venus Chain, again, food for Darkstorm. You can target Maiden with it again, and you can use it defensively to stop direct attacks. Call of the Haunted, more food for Darkstorm. Torrential Tribute. A good play I've seen with this recently is you make your Azure Eyes, set it in defense, and then just wait for the right moment when your opponent summons. Torrential Tribute field, you keep your Azure Eyes, and then you get back a Blue Eyes or Darkstorm next turn. Right, moving on to the extra deck, which is around here somewhere. There it is. First card, Maestroke the Symphony Djinn. I use this, well, there's pretty much, not only people use this offensively, unless it's a card with a really strange effect, you just need to flip face down. But I'll normally summon this with the effect of Rabbit, get an extra Dark in the Grave for BLS. That's basically what I use that for. Starleaf Paladynamo, great card. Basically just use that. I got a lot of level 4 light monsters, just makes sense. Queen Dragon Djinn. This card's good in nature. I mean, I assume everyone knows this card by now, but very, very rarely find myself using that. Daigusto Emerald, great card, great with normal monsters. Little mini Pot of Avarice. Number 47, Dragalon. The effects seem like really, really, really good, but again, I never really find myself summoning this. I'm considering like ditching these two. I mean, when the right cards come out that just scream that are better than them, then I've got no reason not to. But at the moment, there's not really that much great support for this deck. I mean, apart from the structure deck, not really that much great extra deck support. Thunder and Dragon. This card is just fucking awesome. It works really well if you can manage to summon it after you've got the effect of Azorius in the field, and then you can pretty much go ahead for game at that point. Divine Dragon Knight Felgrand. It was really hyped, and it was released, and a lot of people just forgot about it. I mean, it hasn't performed as well as everyone expected it to, but if you can get this on the field first turn, it can be very disruptive to your opponent. It's like a portable Veiler for like your turn and theirs, and it protects itself as well, and it can protect any other monster on the field that you think it should. So again, great card. This card again, I feel like it's really underrated. It saved my ass so many times, just ditching shit into the grave. And it can destroy absolutely fucking everything in its path. It just does not take any shit. I like that card. I have this in here because, like, I mean, every time I summon it, it gets bottomless, but it's just so fun, and just like people like won't say, but people do panic when they end up against this, and they've got a bunch of XCs in the field and no back row, because it just ends up getting a shitload of turns and a shitload of attack, and it just keeps attacking, and you can win with it. If you get this card in the field, you can win. If there's no back row, there's a very big chance you will win. But point I didn't mention, it's fucking really hard to summon, and it takes balls to summon because you sacrifice a lot of cards. Catasta, I might remove Dragolon and add Armides or some shit like that. It just makes sense. I mean, I got the secret rare version of this after it got reprinted as well. I am a bit of a rarity whore. I just saw it, and like the guy who was trading it just didn't really value it anything after it got reprinted, and I was like, ooh, secret rare. Black Rose. Again, I kind of traded this for, like, I feel bad for, like, what I traded it for. It's like it was a Stardust Dragon. It was a while ago, but it was crushed to fuck, and it was just really messed up. And I got it off eBay for like 80p, so that's like about $36, I suppose. Stardust Dragon, pretty standard, lovely. I've got two in a manga version of it, the Spark Dragon, but I'm debating whether to put it in, because again, the guy who pulled up my ruling about the Dark Storm and the Call of the Haunted ruling, he also said that I can't use my Spark Dragon, and this was like a while after it was released at my locals, and I just didn't want to argue with him because I just wanted to win and get it over with, but because he pulled up that he refused to believe that ruling would work, and he would not let me check it mid game, so it just fucking sucked in the end. Two Azorius. For quite a while I run 3. Every now and then when I'm playing, I think, why the fuck haven't I run 3? But if you need it again that badly, that's what Dagos to Emerald there for. It's awesome, absolutely awesome. Because every time it's special summoned, it gets its effect back. So it's always a good idea. I mean, I find myself countless times banishing it with Castle of Dragon Souls, and sometimes there's MST in my own Castle of Dragon Souls to get it back, but it's that fucking good. And Staria, a game ender. The amount of times on DevPro actually I've used this and then thought, oh yeah, let's add insult to injury, let's use Honest as well in conjunction with it. And my opponents just laughed at me when Honest has just completely backfired and not even worked. But yeah, this card is a pain in the ass for your opponent. It's really hard to get rid of. That pretty much rounds up my deck profile actually. Just let me know what you think of it. I'm probably going to do a binder update soon, but I've ditched a load of my good cards at the moment, but at the moment on eBay I'm selling like a whole Yugi deck, a whole Kaiba deck, and what else am I selling? A Vampire XC's deck. So take a look at them if you want, I suppose. Let me know what you think about my first deck profile. If you want to see more, I mean, I've got like 4 other decks, but a lot of them I've cannibalized and just sort of like removed and threw into other decks and messed around with at the moment. I'm not really playing that seriously at the moment. But anyway, right, Hardcore has out.